Welcome everyone to this Thursday's routine weekly briefing for Central North Carolina. I'm meteorologist Nick Lucchetti here at the Raleigh office, and this briefing will cover the period today, Thursday, April 25th through next Wednesday, May 1st. So just to look at the upcoming weather pattern this week. So today, you can see in this upper left panel here, we actually had a cold front move in overnight. So we're generally expecting behind that front, as high pressure extends down from up in the northeast here, we're expecting dry conditions, pretty lovely northeasterly flow. Should be a lovely day. However, there might be a couple showers, very isolated showers along the coast later this afternoon that could trickle into Sampson or Wayne County, the southern coastal plain. But overall, should be dry, and those should be inconsequential. As we progress through the rest of the week, for Friday, you can see in the center panel here at the top, we will see a warm front lift into the deep south and into the Tennessee Valley. There'll probably be some clouds associated with that over our area. Overall, though, we're still expecting mostly dry conditions. There could be possibly some light patchy rain that extends into the North Carolina foothills and maybe into the Triad, but overall amounts with that would be pretty limited. But overall, this high pressure to our north should really have a strong influence and keep our area dry. As we progress then into Saturday, into this weekend and Sunday as well, this high will continue to shift south off the coast. And with that, we'll see the surface flow will turn from northeasterly to more east-southeasterly, and then eventually, as we get into next week, it'll start turning more south-southwesterly. So with that, we should see dry conditions. However, we'll see temps, in the 70s, lower to mid 70s, Friday and Saturday, and then we'll start seeing a considerable warming trend as we head into early to middle next week. So when we start getting that southwesterly flow, Monday through Wednesday, we'll see temps rise up into the mid to possibly some upper 80s, which would be 10 to 15 degrees above normal. And with that warming, when we get to the Tuesday, Wednesday period, it does look like we could see some classically diurnal showers and thunderstorms possible. But until then, it should be mostly dry and relatively cool through this weekend. So that's the week ahead. So this is just some plots on the expected accumulated precipitation forecast through the next 5 days. As you can see, we see a lot of white on these plots, so that's signifying not much rain. Again, today, there could be some light showers along the coastal areas. For us, mostly dry. Tomorrow dry, Saturday dry, Sunday dry, Monday dry. So overall, not much rain in the next several days here. And with that, as you would expect, there are no severe thunderstorms expected in the next 8 days, and there also is no flash flooding expected as well. So we're going to change gears here a little bit and look a little more into the extended range. And I have a couple plots here from the Climate Prediction Center showing some probabilities of the 8 to 14 day temperature outlook on the left panel here and the 8 to 14 day precipitation outlook on the right panel. So in this left panel here, the temperature plot, this is valid for the time period May 2nd through May 8th. And the darker the red colors, the higher probability you see of above normal temperatures. And I have those normal temperatures listed at the bottom here. So it looks like there's a pretty good probabilities that we'll see, or chances that we'll see above normal temperatures in to start off May. And then if we switch over to the precipitation outlook here on the right panel, it does look like perhaps there's maybe a signal for better chances for below normal precipitation, but it's not a really strong signal. So it does look like it'll be hotter and perhaps a little drier, and we have a pretty dry week coming up here. Next Wednesday, at least through Monday or the next couple of days. And with that, we have the new latest drought update from the courtesy of the North Carolina Climate Office that just dropped this morning, and they have extended some of the abnormally dry D0 area up into the Northwest Piedmont specifically here. So given that there's a trend for it to be warmer in the next 8 to 14 days and perhaps below normal precipitation, there could be some increasing drought concerns here as we enter the month of May. So something to monitor here as we progress over the next 2 weeks. This is just our experimental graphical hazard weather outlook graphic that we like to show. You can see that there's not a lot lighting up, perhaps maybe thunderstorms again on Tuesday and Wednesday once we get that warm southwesterly flow and temps up into the 80s. There was some fog around Rocky Mount this morning, but that has largely cleared out. So that's why that's showing up as orange there, but there's really no fog potential the rest of the day. So overall, not too crazy of any kind of hazards in the near future here. So just quick summary, we got basically high pressure to our northeast. That's over the northeast US. That's going to continue to extend down into our area through at least Monday, promoting dry conditions over that time period. As the flow turns more southwesterly and we start to warm up into the 80s and we start seeing a moisture return, we could see some diurnal showers and thunderstorms Tuesday and Wednesday at the end of this briefing period. Again, temperatures will be, in the 70s through Sunday, and then, as we trend into Monday into early next week, we'll start to climb upwards of 10 to 15 degrees above normal by next Wednesday, and we're looking at possibly mid to upper 80s. And as far as any hazards and impacts, there are none in this briefing period. So with that, I'd like to thank you for all attending and listening to me, and I can take any questions you might have.